Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to remove tax liens from your credit report and the step-by-step process. Now, first, we want to get a current updated copy of all three of your credit reports from Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and you can do this for free by visiting annualcreditreport.com. But what we want to do is we want to check the balance and check the status of that tax lien on your credit report. The next step is to contact the relevant tax office. This would be the state tax office, your county tax office, or the IRS directly. We want to negotiate a payment. We can either pay in full, or if you have the IRS, we just finished a video about the Fresh Start program that we were sharing. But the idea, and all of these places will offer payment plans. The idea though, and excuse me, if you have a tax or county tax lien, please ask them to investigate. Rather than just getting the lien released, ask them if they offer some sort of program like the IRS does with the Fresh Start program, where you can have that tax lien withdrawn. Every state has different legislation and different rules and different programs, but it's worth asking and investigating rather than just getting it released. The third step is to actually make your payment and then request a release letter. If you've got the IRS and you did the Fresh Start program, which we just shared, this is going to be that form that they send you, they mail you that notice of withdrawal. Can't recall the numbers exactly. If you have the state or local, they'll give you a release letter, and hopefully they'll even provide you with a withdrawal option. The next step is the actual credit report dispute process, and this is how we actually get that item off of your credit report. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit repair consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the credit report dispute process, this is going to use your rights as a consumer, and specifically those granted and passed by the Fair Credit Reporting Act, the FCRA. But the idea is you're able to challenge and dispute any item on your credit report so long as you believe it's made in error, misleading, or incorrect. And yes, we're going to dispute the tax lien, and there's three ways to file your dispute: online, over the phone, or by mail. We encourage you to do mail, and you can submit evidence otherwise, but mail's the easiest. But the big key is we want to include either that release letter or hopefully that IRS form that says the tax lien's been withdrawn. We need to include those as evidence, because that'll, depending on your specific circumstances, with the IRS specifically, with including that as evidence, that solves it right then and there. On other situations, once the credit bureaus get your dispute, they have to first deem it valid, which is a whole other conversation for another time and place. So make sure to visit our website and subscribe and join our congregation. We have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. But once the credit bureaus get your dispute and find it valid, they're required to investigate the item. They call it a re-investigation, but it's an investigation. And here's the deal. They're supposed to verify that account or that tax lien. And to do this, they're going to have to contact the data furnisher that supplied them that information. That could either be directly the courthouse, or it can be a third-party company that actually collects that information, but it's not the actual tax authority. Like the IRS is not the data furnisher. They're not reporting that information, just on a side note. Now, no matter what happens from your investigation, if you have the IRS withdrawal letter, they're going to remove that item from your credit reports, the tax lien, automatically once they find your dispute valid and they actually look at it. If you have a release letter, that'll at least get that time window started, that 7-year time window that it's going to remain on your credit report after you make payment. Either way, it'll get that started. But the big challenge, and if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit repair consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Now, the big challenge and the difficulty that most people face when they're trying to get even the most obvious and egregious errors off of their credit report is dealing with the credit bureaus, getting the credit bureaus to find your dispute valid and as such conduct an investigation. This is one of the most common complaints at the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB. The credit bureaus are not the government. They're for-profit businesses, just like your grocery store, just like the gas station. And when the credit bureaus investigate disputes, that's only an expense for them. That's why our federal government, way back in 1970, decided to pass the Fair Credit Reporting Act, requiring the credit bureaus to investigate consumer disputes. And just in 2015, the credit bureaus settled for collectively $6 million with 31 state attorney generals for violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And here's the good news. July 1st, on the very first video in this series, as we shared, July 1st, 2017, the credit bureaus all collectively agreed and entered into new data standard requirements governing all public records and specifically tax liens, making it easier today than it has ever been to get a tax lien off of your credit report regardless of the status. Now, we encourage our members to consider legal, legitimate, and professional credit repair firms to help with this because in 2016 alone, over 9 million negative items were removed from consumer credit reports. One of the best firms is the Credit Pros. They've helped clients remove tax liens, collections, charge-offs, late payments, judgments, and so many more negative credit report items. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll-free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story and all the dirty details. Visit. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. Have a wonderful day, and of course subscribe and join our congregation, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.